Beneath the sparkling waters of Australia's northeastern coast lies one of Earth's greatest living wonders, the Great Barrier Reef. This underwater giant stretches over 2,300 kilometers, covering an area roughly the size of Italy. It's so massive that astronauts can see it from space, a colorful ribbon of life winding along the Queensland coastline. But today, this global treasure, once thought untouchable, is in crisis. The reef is bleaching, fading, and in danger of slipping away within our lifetime. The Great Barrier Reef isn't just a collection of coral. It's a pulsating, breathing ecosystem, home to over 600 types of coral and 1,500 species of fish. Sharks, turtles, dolphins, rays, and even the gentle dugong rely on it for food and shelter. Cyclones, growing more intense with climate change, smash corals into rubble. Agricultural runoff from sugarcane and cattle farms adds fertilizers and sediments to the water, clouding sunlight and fueling algae that suffocate coral polyps. And then there's the crown-of-thorns starfish, a spiny predator capable of consuming vast areas of coral. This combination of threats creates a compounding effect. Imagine a coral already weakened from a bleaching event, then hammered by a cyclone, then smothered by algae. Its chances of recovery shrink dramatically. Scientists warn that if these pressures continue unchecked, the reef could cross a tipping point, shifting from a coral-dominated ecosystem to an algae-dominated one, forever altering the biodiversity it supports. And yet, amidst the despair, there is resilience. Some corals are fighters. Certain species, like massive boulder corals, withstand higher temperatures better than delicate branching corals. In shaded lagoons or areas cooled by upwelling currents, patches of corals have survived when surrounding reefs bleached. These refugia provide hope, acting as seed banks for future recovery. Restoration efforts are also underway. Scientists are experimenting with coral gardening, where fragments of healthy coral are grown in nurseries and replanted on degraded reefs. Projects are trialing assisted evolution, selectively breeding corals that show higher heat tolerance. While still experimental, these interventions could give corals a head start in adapting to warming oceans. There are even futuristic ideas like shading reefs with floating films or pumping cooler water from the deep. Proof of just how far scientists are willing to go to save this ecosystem. Technology is revolutionizing how we monitor the reef. Satellites now track ocean heat stress in near real time. Underwater drones and AI imaging are being deployed to map coral cover and detect bleaching faster than ever before. This constant stream of data is critical, allowing reef managers to respond quickly, whether that means closing damaged sections to tourism, reducing local stressors, or targeting starfish control programs. Australia has taken significant steps to protect the reef. The Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, or GBRMPA, oversees a network of marine protected zones, where fishing and development are restricted. Programs are in place to improve water quality, limit pollution, and reduce coastal runoff. Large-scale efforts to cull crown-of-thorns starfish have already removed millions from the reef, and international pressure has played a role too. The reef's status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site keeps global attention on its survival. But here's the truth. Local action can only go so far. The single greatest threat to the reef is global warming, and that requires global solutions. The Paris Agreement set a target to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius, but current emissions trajectories make that increasingly unlikely. Scientists warn that beyond 2 degrees Celsius of warming, the majority of coral reefs worldwide could disappear. The Great Barrier Reef's future, then, depends not only on Australian policies, but on the collective will of the entire world to cut greenhouse gas emissions. Think of the reef as a canary in the coal mine. It's one of the first ecosystems to show large-scale impacts of climate change, and its decline is a warning for oceans everywhere, from the Maldives to the Caribbean. Lose the Great Barrier Reef, and we don't just lose a wonder of the world. we lose the heart of marine biodiversity, a natural defense against storms, a source of food for millions, and an irreplaceable cultural and spiritual icon. Because for Indigenous Australians, the reef is not just biology, it's heritage. For more than 60,000 years, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have lived along these coasts, weaving the reef into their culture, traditions, and identity. Protecting the reef means protecting not just nature, but human history and connection as well. So here's the question. Will we let the world's largest living structure fade into a graveyard of coral skeletons, or will we fight for it? The reef has shown us its resilience. It has bounced back before, but it can't fight alone. The window to act is closing, and what we decide in the next decade will determine whether future generations inherit a thriving reef, or only stories of what once was. The Great Barrier Reef is fragile, but it's also alive with possibility. With science, conservation, and global action, its survival is still within reach. But if we fail, the loss will echo far beyond Australia, sending shockwaves across oceans, economies, and generations. For more fact-checked stories about our oceans, marine life, and the fight to save our planet's most extraordinary ecosystems, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and join us as we uncover the hidden stories beneath the waves. Because the fate of the Great Barrier Reef isn't just about coral, it's about all of us.
Yeah.